At this very time, I want to take this opportunity and invite a great speaker, a great leader, someone who inspires us, someone who has shown us that the most important, that success in this business begins by making a personal decision. Someone who has shown us that there is nothing that can stop a made-up mind. Last year around this time, when we were in Dar es Salaam for the Impact Summit, he set a goal and said, Justice, why is it that other people continuously be recognized as #1 in East Africa? Why can't we also be recognized? And he said, I am going to work so hard to become the #1 in personal PV in the whole of East Africa. And I said, sure, nothing can stop a made-up mind. Go for it, make us proud. And guess what? This last month, when we were at the Impact Summit in Dar es Salaam, he was read and recognized as the #1 in personal sales in the whole of East Africa. Now, he was not #1 for himself. He was #1 to show us that it is actually possible, to create a platform and show that it is actually possible for people in Lion Kings to become #1 in the whole of East Africa. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome none other than Mr. Dennis Tumushabe to share with us, give us the secrets on how we can be able to build a great and successful business, a business that can make us a lot of money, a business that can help us to live a life of our dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you clearly.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those that have just seen me today, my name is Dennis Tumushabe, and I'm calling in from western part of Uganda, in particular Mbarara. And I joined Neolife some years ago. I am married to Rachel, and God has blessed us with 3 children so far, and others are still coming. I joined this business specifically. My primary goal for joining was to make money. That was my first thing. That was my first goal. I was not sick, I was not a serious farmer. The big reason why I joined was to make money. Today, reasons have actually changed. But that time when I saw Neolife opportunity, I was in my senior 6 vacation. I'm a firstborn in a family of 4. We lost our dad, grew up with our mom. I come from a humble family where going to school was a hassle. Everything was a hassle. So I was actually able to get a sponsorship that took me from senior 1 up to senior 6. So in that period is when I met this opportunity. And I had more reasons to start than my excuses. I was looking at the viscous cycle of poverty following us, looking at my brother and my sisters not getting good education, looking at how the family was just in a total mess because of poverty. When a gentleman shared with me this, I said, yes. I didn't ask many questions. I said, yes. And I started. Today, many things have changed. Today we are living in our own home. We have traveled. Our children are in the best schools. I was nobody. I remember, you see, when you don't have money, you have no respect. But today, I am respected because of the decision I made some few years ago. So my work today is very easy because you see, when you're doing something, it's actually easy to share. And one thing I've realized that a business is not like, I won't tell you rocket science. I will tell you things that I do every day. I'll tell you things that have actually made me change, things that have enabled me build a business. Things, it's not complicated. This evening I was sharing with Joseph and Collins. Our business is the easiest business. Guys, as we're actually discussing, someone who has a turnover, these other businesses, someone who has a turnover of 100, 200 million shillings cannot even sleep very well. The challenges are very many. They have a lot that is happening. But this business, if you build it very well, you'll enjoy the beaches of the world. You will be stress-free. You will not be affected by inflation. You will not be affected by weather. Not be affected. Today, I was looking at my statement. I earned money in Uganda. I earned money in Nairobi. I earned money in Tanzania. I earned money in US. I earned money in Canada. Countries. I've never been in some of those countries. I haven't been in US. I haven't been in Canada. But the business has stretched up to that side. But when you look at other businesses, you are the business. You die, it dies. There are stories all over the world. People in third generation taking over the business of their parents. These are some of the things that motivate me to build a new life, that even when I'm gone, my children can be able to take over my business. The last month, I was speaking with one of the rich guys in Barara, and he said, can my children inherit this building? Will they afford to run it? It's just there. I have a very serious farmer, very serious. He has about 100 acres of his plantation. But his biggest worry is, who is going to run this when I'm gone? He actually has all the children he has. He looks at them, and in fact, that was his greatest regret. But Neolife is going to be there. If you build it right, you'll even be paid when you're in your grave. A gentleman started the business here, a Ugandan, in 2005, and he passed on from a motor accident in 2008. He is in the grave, but earning money. The business is still growing. That gives me hope of the future. So as we start, like I've told you, I'll teach you what I do, and I'll tell you what has enabled me become who I have become. The first thing is my why. In fact, if you want to, this I always tell you, if you really want to move forward, you need to sort out your why. Why Neolife? Why now? Why build a business now? What do you want? That's the first thing to sort out. By the way, some of us are not growing in this business because we have options. You have food, you have a salary, you have, Sometimes I tell some of my friends, yes, you have a good salary, it's okay. Can you bank it or put it somewhere and see how we can survive on this business? Put it somewhere. Life requires us sometimes to make some tough decisions. So some of us are not moving forward because, after all, even if you don't build new life, you can eat, you can sleep. And even some of us are comfortable on the small income. Your salary is 500,000. You're okay to run out of money before you run out of the month. You're okay to continue getting loans. You're okay to continue, If you're on this call and you're to build a very strong business, you have got to come out with a strong why. Why should you? My first why when I joined was to go to school. My mother couldn't afford to pay my tuition. Actually, I remember very well The registration fee for the university, I sold LDC. You know, before even money. In fact, I always tell people, if you haven't seen it in your head, if it is not in you, you won't achieve it. Do you know that I joined the university? This business had not even started giving me 400,000 monthly, but the money was already in my head. And I was saying, by the time these guys ask me money, I will have the money. I would rather add in some late registration, but I will have the money. In fact, if you're here and you want to become a director, I remember when I was becoming a director, I would even be in my bed and I hear my name being called on the stage, walking in front of over 5,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, join us to welcome a brand new director all the way from Barara, none other than Mr. Tumushabe-Denis. I would hear that sound, I would hear that voice in me. You know, when you're ready, when your why is clear, even doors open, opportunities come. Some of us are not moving because our why is not clear. You need to sort it. One writer says that when your why is clear, the how gets easy. Then some of us are put down by a customer. You talk to a customer and says, oh, your products are very expensive. You get down. This business, I think it's for people like Dennis's. You invite 2, 3 people and none turns up and you say, Banange, this business is hard. Today, if you don't have a choice, you have been hungry. You know, today you cannot find, do you know why you can't find customers today? You're complaining with the customers. It's because you have what to eat. But if you don't have what to eat, you will find the customers. I always give an example where you're seated right now. If maybe a rebel can get in there and say, I'm going to shoot you, I want you to go through this wall. If you don't, I will shoot you, you'll go through the wall. That's how strong the why should be. When your why is clear, the how gets easy. One of the decisions I made this year, at the start of this year, I was earning 5-6 million shillings monthly. And I said, but wait a minute. You know, your life is like a supermarket. You enter and pick what you want. Actually, today is the first day of the month of November. So every first day, the company brings an empty check and gives each of us a check, an empty. And what the company wants you to do is to write your name and the amount you want to be paid. Trust me, if you write 10 million shillings and you put in the work of 10 million shillings, the company has the company has a lot of money. It has a lot. So every month the company writes a check and say, you know what, it says, you know, here write your name and put the amount you want to be paid. And go and work. Some of us return the check. You know what, in your life, I don't want to be paid this month. How can you accept that, ladies and gentlemen? We have got to get serious. In fact, I'm telling some people who want to get very serious with this business, if you have some finances, if you have money, you know, sometimes we have got to put ourselves on the wall, where you get, if your salary is coming in every month, get that salary and fix it. Don't even touch it. You say, I want to survive on your life. Put it somewhere that it's getting that salary will even cost you. I don't know. Do something. Put some pressure on yourself. Put some pressure on yourself if this business is going to. Do you know? A few months ago, I was telling you, some of us looking for people going to street. Do you know, even now, me, I set some very funny targets. And I say, I'm not going to have lunch. There's a time I was in Kasese and I was giving out cards on the street. I said, in fact, my targets were, I am not eating and I'm not leaving this street before these cards are done. There is a day I gave out cards up to 10:30 in the night. That's how serious we need to take this business. You're here and you talk to 1, 2, 3 people and you're comfortable and you say, Banang, that's, I have done a lot. I've done a lot. If you want serious income, we have got to make a decision. Now, I've talked about the why. And my prayer is that God helps you to understand this. Actually, every time I start talking to you, I pray to God and say, God, help these people understand what I'm talking about. Because I wish you can know what is on my heart. We have got God in our hands. You and I. Myself, I'm lazy. We are supposed to be making more money. You know, I've seen guys all over the world that are just 2, 3, 5 months. I've seen guys that are 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and they're earning 40, 50, 100 million shillings. And I've been a bit in this business a bit longer. Do you know the difference between me and that person? It's the decision. Guys decide to go, take the bull by the horn and build a business. Now, the second thing that we have to get rid of are the excuses. It has rained. By the way, some of these things, you know, some of if you were to build a very serious business, some of these things you have, some of these, you know, some of these tasks that we have on us, we need to delegate and give them some. Some of us are on this call. You're a chairman of which committee, chairman of this. You're busy. All the things you're busy in don't even pay you. You're chairman of Mweziche, you're chairman LC1, you're chairman of Border Club, you're chairman of Simani Trade or something, but do they pay you? Do you know that it doesn't make sense to attend a wedding meeting? Attend all the wedding meetings, yet you haven't put in any money. The one who sent $1 million shillings is more valuable than you. The things we have to actually work on. Excuses, rain, products are expensive compared to what? Today, after understanding, I comfortably sit and write to you a bill of 10 million shillings, 2 million shillings, and I tell you, you have to buy the products. We need to get rid of excuses. One writer says that excuses are nails of building a house of failure. Are you building a house of failure? I don't have airtime. I don't have data. I am going for a barrio. I have a party. I have, By the way, you can't achieve that too. You can't have excuses and make the money. You must select one. They don't work together. You must get one thing, either to go for excuses or to go for money. But those two can't mix. Now, this evening, I also want us to look at, I don't know. They say the best meeting is a meeting. The best meeting is a meeting you have with yourself. After this call, I want you to have a meeting with yourself. And look at, you see, these are things. I was talking to Justus today, but I was telling Justus, do you know we are going on the 4th floor? I see 40 years knocking. And what saying, 40 years knocking. And you're not even worth $1 billion shillings, 2 billion, 4 billion. I don't know. Is your salary enough? Do you know today it is money? There's no freedom without money. No good family without money. No good life. You can't even have a good health without money, by the way. Because you can't eat well. Eating well is very expensive today. You can't eat well when you're broke. You can't sleep well when you're broke. How can you sleep well when the landlord is demanding you money, fees is not done, rents, loans are loans? How can you sleep well? You know, these are things that, how long? The other day I was speaking to a very rich guy. I love learning from people that have. Actually, it's very important to learn from people who are where you want to be. And he mentioned a very good statement. He said, he was talking about another rich guy and saying, I advised this man not to go. At 60, you're still struggling with loans. At 60, you're struggling with loans. Remember, you're also struggling with other health complications. Now you also have loans coming in. These are things to get us, these are things to really make us decide. We need to live to our potential. In fact, one writer says, live full and die empty. And this guy says, the richest place on this planet is the graveyard. Why? Majority of us die with above 80% of unused wisdom, unused potential. Are you planning to continue living an ordinary life? Are you planning to continue living an ordinary life? A life of you know, when I was joining, I'd go to a restaurant and I ask how much is chicken. They tell me 15,000. The heart wants chicken, but the pockets can afford beans. So have you eaten? You have not eaten. You have not taken food. You have actually taken the price, not the food. The heart and body, everything wanted chicken, but the pocket is saying you qualify for beans. Is that your life? Is that the life you want? By the way, years are running. Today you have energy, tomorrow you don't have energy. Now, as your energy levels get down, the expenses are going up. How about the income? Is the income going up? These are questions. Energy levels are going down, expenses are going up, and income is going up. The other day I asked a gentleman, how do you see your next 5-10 years? And he said, my next 5-10 years are miserable. And we are the same age, but he's already dead. Majority of people today die at 35, and they are buried at 65. I have a story of a gentleman who is a retired civil servant. And I took him. I was coming from somewhere and I found him on the road and I took him and I was asking him, say, what is your health plan? Normally when I meet people of 50, 60 years, we are talking about health, prostate and what. He said, me, I don't have any plan. All the money I had, I educated children. If they don't pick me from here, I stay here. Meaning even when he wants to eat meat, if I has to first make a phone call, hello, my son. Hello, my son. I am tired of beans. I need to eat meat. Would you want that life that you have to first make a phone call? And in fact, he said, even if anything, he has to first make a phone call. Neo life has given us an opportunity to dodge that life. I am working. My daughter, if my daughter is to bring cars here, fine. He knows that daddy's garage has many cars. If she's to bring clothes, that she knows that daddy, even if I'm taking these clothes, daddy changes the wardrobe every after 3 months. By the way, today, we even need to change our, we need to change our, today if you're educating children that they should come and help you, that needs to change. Educate children because they are stuck. There are no jobs. In fact, today, a child finishes university and you still take care of the child. If they are likely to get a job, 500,000, 3,500,000, they are living in Barara, rent, food, transport. 1 million shillings can do what now? Ladies and gentlemen, these are things we need to look at. The world is changing so fast. But as the world is changing so fast, how is your income? I was looking at I was hearing that the bill of coffee something has been passed. Everything is changing. Everything. But is your income growing? Because where you're going won't favor the poor. The truth of the matter is where you're going, the world is not going to favor the poor. Now, if that makes sense to you, I want to tell you what I'm doing every day to make sure that my life changes at an early age. My daily program. What's your daily program, by the way? Every single morning, wake up after you have prayed to God. Wake up and say, today is my day. Every day, give it your best. I want you to ask someone seated where you're seated, do I have a daily goal to hit? Or I am reminded. By the way, let me also tell you, this business is not going to work for you if you don't take time to understand it, take time to learn. Majority of your people are saying products are expensive. You know why? Number one, you're talking to few people. Number two, you're not using the products. Number three, you do not know your product. Do you have a daily business goal? I want you to follow what I'm going to tell you, and you do it. This is what I decided. At the start of this year, I said, no. My earnings must go to 10 million plus. And I said, God, this is what I want. And thank you. I know you have given it to me. Now I went to work. The first thing I did, I went out of my comfort zone, all the comfort. In fact, I am tired nowadays. I am tired. Not tired as in I have a lot on me. Trust me, the goal I set at the start of the year, I have achieved it. I said my earnings must be 10 million shillings plus. Whether New Life gives it to me or the profit, if it doesn't, if I don't qualify for the 10 million shillings, the profits will top up. Now my goal for 2025, I want to add on 5 million shillings constantly. I know I'll exceed there, but I want to have a constant figure, 15 million shillings plus. And I've already agreed with God. I've already thanked him that it's going to be possible, that I'm going to earn it. So do you have a daily goal? Let me tell you things that have helped me. The first one, in fact, if this business is going to work for us, forget about months and weeks and what. Let's begin with what we do every single day. That's where we have to begin from. If you're on this call and you're reminded to do this business, then you're headed nowhere. If you're on this call, you don't even know your ID number, you're headed nowhere. If you're on this call, you do not know you haven't even bothered to open your back office. You see, for us to be understood, we should first understand. You can't become a senior manager when you don't know how to become a senior manager. You can't become a director if you do not know how to become a director. You can't teach your team to become a director, yet you do not know. For us, I want you to write this, for us to be understood, we should first understand. For us to be understood, we should first understand. That's why it is important for every leader to attend every meeting. In fact, the first sign that shows us that this person is ready to grow a business is they are hungry to learn, attend every meeting. So understand, get all these things. You do not. If I open this call and ask some of you, how many points does Supergrow have? You don't know. How many points? All those things you need to know. You see, some of us have the patience to go on a job and you work for 40 years and you retire broke. But you do not even have the patience to work for 1 year, 2 years, and you enjoy it for the rest of your year, of your life here. The other thing is the patience. So I want to tell you things that I do every day. The first, and I said every day, if you want to build a very serious business, you have to do it every day. The first one, set a goal of prospecting. Set a goal to add new people in your name list every single day. New contacts. You see, this business is frustrating. Some of us on this call, and every time they tell you to invite, you remember John, now we have a meeting on Sunday at Lakeview. John, don't even miss. John has received phone calls as many times as you've been in your life. Do you know there are some people that you need to put in your follow-up system and they remain there? They continue to see what you're doing, how you're progressing. And you see, if you want more milk, you have to get more cows. Yes, as long, yes, I know some of us are going to say you have to feed your cows very well. That's okay. But the quickest one, we need to also get more cows. You want more volume. You want more people to join. Like I've told you, this business is going to frustrate you if you have 2, 3, 4 people. But if you set a goal to get new people every single day, this business is going to be sweet, very sweet. In fact, every goal you set to achieve every day, do not sleep, do not do anything before you achieve it. Live a goal-oriented life. Do not do anything. If you've said, I want to add 10 people in my name list, I want to add 1,000, 100 people in my name list. I'm talking about people, new people. And today, getting new people is very easy. Social media. Every day we teach you. Join WhatsApp groups. So set a goal of new people. Set a goal of correcting new people that you're going to start educating. You know, some of us are just stuck. John, I have very many people are promising, very many people are not buying. I tell them they don't buy. That's your frustration. Do you know why? You have few. You only have few, but if you're doing it every day, now, like for me, my biggest challenge right now is how to handle the people. Trust me, I have many that I can't even handle. I have very many that I can't even handle. My challenge is time, not the people. Today I do 8,000 personal points, but I can even do 20,000. I am actually still learning how I can empower these, I can get these people, I can increase my sales, I can increase my personal sponsoring, because I have very many people and I am still getting every day. Every day. You know, there are people that, you know what, as you're searching for people, there are people that you'll get today, they won't disturb you, they will teach themselves. We are looking for those people. You are looking for the A+ people. The A+ you see, you're going to get a different kinds of people. We are looking for A+ people. So if you're looking for A+ people, you have to keep searching. There are people, trust me, there are people, if you beg them to join, you will still beg them to do the business. Now, if you want to build a lifetime business, you have to keep searching for people. You have to keep talking to people. There are people, you're going to get someone today and he buys and he puts in an order of 100 million. That is coming. People have the money. I have one of my clients who on her face, after 3 months, she buys skincare of 2 million shillings. I don't know how she does it, but people have the money. In fact, if you're saying people don't have the money, no. You need to change that statement. People have the money. You haven't met those that have the money. People have the money. These things that products, people have the money. The other day, a gentleman told me, now, give me my budget, my wife, and my children's budget. And the guy had even cash. He went to the bedroom and brought 4 million shillings. You go and bring my Banang, this business is sweet. You don't even have, if you have all these skills we are talking about, people are going to even give you money. You remove your profits, order for them, and take their products. That is not done in other businesses. Other businesses, you have to first talk. But this business, if you get the skills, people are going to transfer 100 million shillings and say deliver. You just have to get the skills. So the first thing is have a prospecting goal. Let that be part of you. The second goal that I want every Team Lion Kings member to have a daily profit goal. Make profits every single day. This business, I don't have transport. I don't have money. You're not using products. We are not even supposed to touch our pockets to buy products to use. That money should be coming from profits. That money should be coming from profits. Have a daily profit goal. These things look like I'm writing in the air, but if you focus on them, they work out. You know, sometimes I wake up and I say, God, I need to make 1,000 points. I need this money today. My heart is into it. My whole body is into it. And you're there and you get a phone call. Hello, hey, I saw a message talking about ulcers. And as I speak right now, I'm vomiting blood. Do you have something that can save me? Yes, we do. And that's the one deal. You receive it. You see, luck comes to a prepared mind. The word, when you write the word luck, luck in full is labor under correct knowledge. When you labor under correct knowledge, the luck will come in. And there is nothing that these people are like, wapi. They labor under correct knowledge. Now the second goal is have a profit goal. Set a goal, I don't know how much, over 20,000 or 500 or 100,000 or 50,000. Set a goal to make a profit every single day. It's not going to work out in the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4. It's okay. But let it be a goal. It's not going to work out like I'm talking about. You know, there is a lady who is a real customer to me. I talked to her 9 years ago. 9 years ago, she bought yesterday. She bought products worth 700,000 yesterday. And I talked to her 9 years ago. Now you can ask, what have I been doing in 9 years with her? She's in my broadcast. She receives product information. Sometimes I give her a phone call. Hello, how are you? Are you okay? How are the little ones? Yeah, I called to say hello. You know, a new month, I send a message. Or, you know, Christmas, I send a message. And we are there. She sees my status. I talked to her 9 years ago. Some of us are on this call, you invite people and they come to the meeting today and say, Bananga, this business is hard. I thought all these guys are going to join and they haven't joined. Growth is a gradual process. Now, the other goal that you should set, a daily goal, a PV goal, a personal point goal, set a goal to every day to sell a product, to make some points every day. You see, stepping up, this business is very easy. You want to become a manager. The company wants you to do 500 points. 500 points. A jerrycan of 5-liter Super Grow is 60 points. Divide those points. You want to become a senior manager, you need 1,000 points. Divide those points. You want to become an executive manager, you need 2,000 points. Divide those points within the days. You want to become a director, divide the points. This month I need 10,000 personal points. 10,000. I need 10,000 personal points. I have already, and every day. Do you know that every day I have a goal of points, and every day I check my, you see, there's no rich person that doesn't check their statements, their cash flow, that doesn't check how much has come in, how much has gone out. There's no any of those rich people. Every day you're supposed to see, in fact, every day, Neo Life has actually organized it for you. That every day you're supposed to open your back office. How many points have I put in? You go down and scroll down, you see your commission is how much. Don't even worry if today you have 0. Still open your back office and see you have 0 personal points. Even tomorrow, open, you see you have 0 personal points. Even the next day, 0, open, and you see you have 0 personal points and the commission is 0. Continue to open. That psychologically affects you. That psychologically affects you. Like I said, you need to take off the piece you have for your business to grow. Set a PV. I want you to also set a goal to sponsor. You know, when you don't set it, you won't sponsor. Whatever you haven't achieved, you haven't actually purpose to do it. Set a goal to sponsor someone. The company has brought an incentive today. I said, oh my God. Do you know if you take your next step, you're going to earn a free Neo Life Shake. Neo Life Shake is, if you sell it at 300,000, the company has said that if you take your next step, if you become a manager this month, if you become a senior, we are going to give you a free tea pack of Neo Life Shake. It has again said that if you sponsor 3 people, when you sponsor 3 people, you do a 3 in 30, we are adding you another one. And you complain. I was telling Justice, it's time to use Neo Life Shake. It's time to use Neo Life. Company has given us. We need to enjoy these products. In fact, for me, how I built my stock, today I have stock of about 40 million shillings. How I built my stock was such kind of incentives. I would run mad. As this is funny. There is a time the company put an incentive of botanical balance. Do you know our house, the doors of our house? I said, this botanical balance, I must win this incentive, and I buy doors, some of the doors of our house. I bought them from an incentive of botanical balance. Like I've told you, this business is for mad people. If you do it normally, if you do what normal people do, you will still get what normal people have. You are supposed to do things that normal people see you mad so that you can have what the normal people don't have. Set a team goal. Set a team goal. Set a goal to support your team. If you sponsor someone, set a goal to develop them. Set a goal to develop your team. Ladies and gentlemen, these are things I'm doing every day. These are things I do every day. This business has to be part of you. You have to be, this business has to be part of, trust me, Neolife is part of my blood. Neolife is me. Like I mentioned, actually do this. If you want this business to work for you, do it as if you don't have any option. Do it as if you don't have any option of fine. If you don't have any option, do it as this is all you have to do for you to earn a living. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we do. That's what I do every day. Me, I am tired of poverty. Tired. I am tired of running out of money before I run out of the month. Are you tired? Are you tired of being disrespected because you don't have enough money? You know, even our families, we are disrespected in our families when we are even broke. Trust me. The one who has more money in your family has more respect than the one who doesn't have. Listen, this is a true story. In one of my relatives mentioned, he was saying, your aunt, you have to start looking at you. I told you, and so and so and so and so. I want you to start. You start looking after your aunt, you know, and everything. This and this doesn't have money. You see how you mentioned? When you don't have money, where do you have the respect? You have no respect when you don't have. We have no respect when we are broke. Like I say, the world is not favoring the poor, and it is getting tougher. Ladies and gentlemen, we already, in fact, the bus is already moving. The bus is already moving. The wave of growth for Team Lion Kings is already on. All you have to do is to get on the bus. Are you ready for the wave? Are you ready? Are you ready to get on this bus of growth? We do not want to leave you. You even forgive us when sometimes we don't even speak the way you want us to speak, because we are seeing what you're not seeing in this business. We have been able to travel and seen how people are living a life of their dreams, how people are living businesses for their children, second generation, third generation. What are you living? Are you living debts? Ladies and gentlemen, join us and we take this world to a better place. Join us and we transform this world. Some of our friends are not going to join us. Some of our friends are not following you because they are seeing how do we follow this person who's not moving. In fact, if you have a partner that is not believing in what you're doing, the only way to make them believe in what you're doing is your massive action. You take home a commission of 10 million shillings and tell your partner, you know what, sweetheart? The other business is now paying us 10 million shillings. And tell me your partner will not be happy. The only way to get out all this negativity, the only way to make our friends, our relatives believe in what we do is our massive action. We have got to take massive, determined action for any of our people to believe in what we do. I know I can speak. Collins has said he has added me 2 more hours. but for the interest of others, and you will allow me to stop. I know I can speak because, like I'm telling you, what I tell you is what I do every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, make the decision and we move. 2025 should be a year for Team Lion Kings to shine. In fact, when you go back to the Impact Summit, the world should feel Team Lion Kings. Make a decision tonight. Make a decision tonight to make a difference in your business. And trust me, you will be proud of that decision. The world is going to be proud of what you have made a decision. For me, even in 2025, I'm not comfortable. Our project in 2025, Rich and I, we want to construct we want to construct a hostel, because where we are, Mbara University has actually taken all the courses to a place where we live in. We want to construct that. We cannot construct that with words. We have to do it with action. We have to go out and make the money. We are tired of poverty. There is a Runyankore saying that Butoko Rabukuru. So if you're young, use your areas to enjoy your older years. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to me. And my prayer is that God can help you get this. Thank you very much and have a blessed night.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Dennis Tumushabe. I actually love the fact that Dennis's sharings, he's always blunt, he's always straight to the point. He speaks facts. And I do believe that because of this kind of trainings, because of this kind of, if you follow through exactly what he says, because what he says is what he does. So if you clearly follow all his teachings and everything that he says, trust me, you will find yourself in a better place in your life. You'll find yourself growing. You'll find yourself having a great and amazing business that is rewarding you and paying you heavily. So thank you so much, Dennis, for this amazing training and for really being able to pour out your heart and get to tell us exactly what you're doing to be able to grow your business. So everyone who has been listening, please, let's go ahead and do exactly what Dennis has pointed out, especially about these daily activities. You have to make every minute count. You have to make every hour count. You have to make every day count. That is how we end up the month achieving our goals, by making every single day count.